talk a little bit about that. I give some information on how to get an ISBN number.
Yeah.
What's the process to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Various levels depending on where the writer is in their work. I try to address a lot of that in the book. My last book, which is the poetry book,
Okay.
included an audio CD.
Mm-hmm.
And I really wanted to talk about that process.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things with teaching is you have to have the experience
Absolutely.
in order to provide some guidance in terms of teaching.
Yes.
So that was one of the reasons I decided to get involved in preparing an audio book.
Okay.
And had a great company, and I'm gonna give a plug, Creative Development.
Yes.
Shauna and Von Vargas Smith.
Okay.
Excellent. If you visit my website, www.teresawilsonbooks.com, just click on the contact page. Be happy to give that referral. It was quite an experience because
Yes.
writing
Yes.
and then taking that work and speaking,
Yes.
totally different. I thought, oh, this is gonna be easy. It's my poetry. I know my poetry.
Yeah.
But
Right.
the emphasis
Yes.
that you want to have when you are verbally
Yes.
conveying the message in your book
Yes.
is very different than when you're putting that on paper. So I talk a little bit about that in the book and some of the parts of the process for it.
Okay.
So, and again, am I over talking?
Oh
No,
not at
this is
all.
wonderful.
Yes.
This is great.
It's just very exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
For me, I'm a former teacher
Mm-hmm.
and I've always been a writer.
Yes.
So with being an author, but
Yes.
if you've been journaling from age 17 or whatever it is,
Right.
you have always been a writer.
Yes.
So it's just a matter of getting that information on paper.
Mhm.
That's the key, getting it on paper.
Getting it from out of here. Right?
Getting it from out of here and trusting
Yes.
that God is going to lead. He'll never let you get embarrassed.
Right.
He'll never let you get embarrassed.
Mhm.
He will shut things down
Yeah.
before he will
Yeah.
allow you to
Yeah.
get embarrassed. So the key is staying connected.
But you know, some of us get embarrassed for reasons that we need not get
It's us.
embarrassed. So you still might get embarrassed, but in God's eyes,
Right.
it's not really
Exactly.
embarrassment. You know,
Right.
that's our insecurities
Right.
that are
Right.
playing into, you know, that's how we think sometimes,
Sure.
you know, and
Yeah.
so we got to be cognizant of that as well.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I have to tell you, a couple of days ago, because I was really praying about the different things I like to say in the
Yes.
short time that I have with your audience.
Mm-hmm.
I had an opportunity to look at Joyce Myers. I watch
Yes, I
early
love
morning,
Joyce
whether
Myers.
it's
Yeah.
Stephen Furtick. Listening to my
Yes.
Pastor Michael Phillips, I'm giving another plug. Dynamic pastor,
Uh-huh.
but
Yes, he is.
listening and
his
also
wife
reading.
as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
What a power team.
Yes.
And we're going to keep them captive. Nobody can have them. But one of the things that I'm just going to pull this bag up.
Okay.
She talked about walking around with excuses.
Mhm.
Yes.
Excuse bag. And I thought it would be very interesting. I'm just going to pull out one excuse that.
And hold this
People
up because I
might
want to make sure that
Oh,
everyone
okay.
sees it.
All right.
Mhm.
This is the excuse bag.
The excuses.
Okay.
The excuses
love
are
it.
not right. Yes.
Excuses.
Excuses.
Right.
Oh yeah. We can load that bag.
Right.
with
Yes.
Excuses.
Yes, I love it.
So I just picked out one. I don't have any good ideas. I
Wow.
don't have any good ideas.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example, and this is something for you as an audience to think about.
Mhm.
I was in the dentist's office, and they're either they're the cleaning and the scraping and all.
Yes.
And I thought, isn't there another way to know this is the best way?
Wow.
This is the best. This is what we've done for centuries.
Yes.
This is the only way to deal with
Right.
plaque or whatever.
Right.
it is.
Right.
Now this is interesting. Apply this to writing.
Okay.
The only way you're going to get it done
Mhm.
is right. There's no so
Just
your
do it.
idea, just do it. And if you think you're freezing in terms of
Yes.
ideas, there's a world of things. Think about what you do every day.
Yes.
There could be an anecdote to anything that you're doing.
Yes.
And you can take that idea, begin to write,
Uh,
free flow, let it go.
yes.
Let the Spirit lead in what you're going to put on paper, and you'll be
Love it.
very surprised
Yes.
at the end product.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
there's a world of ideas.
Yes.
There's a world of ideas. It's just a matter of you're releasing
Mm.
and letting it go.
Yeah.
So that's the excuse bag. I have
Okay.
several of them. I have several of them in here. Oh my goodness, the other ones I don't have time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I don't have time.
Oh,
Here's another one.
that's the big one there.
This is the big one. your time. God
Yes.
gives us the same
amount of time.
the same
Oh, yeah.
amount of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Uh-huh.
we make the decision
Yep.
about what we're going to do with that time.
That's right.
And I say to you, especially if you're prompted, and you know if you're prompted to get up in the morning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of turning over. I'm human. I'm the same. I will turn over, and then I'm just hearing, I blew it. Didn't bother.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up. I'm getting up. That kind of. But
Yes.
get up and begin to write.
That's
The
right.
time is yours. You let your family and your friends know
Yeah.
that you're involved in a project. So maybe it's 8 to 9 in the
Yes.
evening,
Mhm.
or it's 10 to 11 in the evening, and that if they can't reach you, it's because it's that downtime.
That's right.
And with your children,
Yeah, yeah.
you can make a contract. They love special things.
That's right.
You let mommy do this for this
Mhm.
period of time, then we're gonna have a special treat.
Yeah.
Make sure you give them a special treat, because you wanna make sure you're training them
That's
to respect the time that you need in terms of your writing.
Right.
So that's our excuses bag. And then I just
Okay.
brought another bag. This is the gift bag.
All right.
Oh wow.
Now, I'm not gonna read what is in my little envelope of gift, because each of us has the gift, a gift.
Wow.
And Father will take that. All he wants us to do
Oh, I love it.
is be willing
Yes.
to open the gift bag
Mhm.
and begin to do what he's leading us to do.
That's good.
It's
That's good.
very simple.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at both of us. We could be
Right.
looking at the exact same scene, let's say out of the
Mhm.
window.
Yeah.
And if I would ask that we would write what we see,
Mhm.
each of us would have a different
Different
view.
version.
So never also think that, oh, someone's already written that, it's
Yes.
already been done. It wasn't done by you.
Yes.
And if that's an idea that was given to you, don't think about what others might be doing. Don't think about
Yes.
whether it's already been done. Don't think about the fact that you're not a Joyce Meyer or a TD
That's
Jakes.
right.
Mhm.
Do it,
That's right.
Yep.
because that's your assignment. That's your gift.
Yes.
So I say to you, use your little props. Everybody can go to the dollar store and get a little white bag, put a bow on it. Get your gift bag. I also
Yes.
want you to take your excuses bag, because we all have our individual excuses.
Yeah.
And what your goal will be for 2019
Mhm.
is to get rid of, that should be empty
Right.
by the end of
I love it.
2019.
I
Yeah.
love
Get rid
it.
of those, keep the gift bag,
Yeah.
but let's get rid
Get
of
rid of
those,
that.
those excuses. So,
Rich. This is so rich.
Good,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Good teaching. So,
Thank you.
so Teresa, you've answered all of my questions, except for one.
Okay.
What does the V stand for?
Oh, V is my middle name,
Okay.
Renee.
Okay.
And my husband and I have a consulting firm. We do
Right.
some workshops, seminars, and so it's
Good.
Bernie Management Associates, so being
Yeah.
associate.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
I was gonna try to think of something else to tell you, but
It's,
I told you.
it's all good. Now, do you feel in 2018, do you feel that we were living through a season of uncertain times?
Almost definitely.
Yeah.
Almost definitely.
Yes.
We are, and Doug and I talked about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The end times. Pay attention
Yes.
to what's, and that's something you can really write.
Right.
Pay attention
Right.
to the season
Yes.
that we're in,
Mm-hmm.
and we are clearly
Yes.
entering in the end times.
Mm-hmm.
And writers, you are absolutely most
Yes.
needed now.
Yes.
The verbiage that you use that's
Mm-hmm.
given to you from Father in this time will help those who will be struggling.
Yes.
Who will be struggling, and they're going to need to hear from you.
Yes.
They're going to need to read something that prompts them to understand, if they haven't gotten ready, they better get ready.
Get ready.
They better understand
Yeah.
where their source is. When
Yeah.
all else fails, and that
Mhm.
normal is upset,
Yes.
there's one very steady,
Mhm.
awesome, magnificent
Yes.
person,
Ah.
never
Yes.
changing,
Right.
never changing.
Yep.
And
Yes.
call on him,
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
and he'll show you the way.
Spot
He will
on.
show you the way.
Yes.
Spot on.
Yes. Well, I want you to share with our viewers, if they want to purchase the books, if they want to invite you out as a guest speaker, how can they get in contact with you?
Thank you. Books are on Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. You can also go to my website, www.teresawilsonbooks.com. I also have a podcast,
All right.
Moving from Vision to Print,
Yes.
and that is anchor.fm/Teresa-Wilson. But if you go on my website and just go to the contact page and let me know that you're interested in that, more of a contact, you can do that and I'll get right back to you. I will say something else too.
Yes.
I had a challenge with a group that I had with Facebook, and I'm going to put a challenge to your audience.
Okay.
If you go on my website, CAOT, and put CAOT TV, first you have to write that. I challenge you for this week, starting Sunday to Sunday, pick a goal that you are making the commitment to meet for that week, for this week. Let me know what that goal is. And again, the preference is you have to let me know that you heard this on CAOT
Yes.
TV.
Uh-huh.
And I love her. You know, well, we have history. We did WJZ TV together.
Yes,
This
we
was
did.
it this year? Was it this year?
It was
Okay,
last
It
year.
was last year.
It was last year.
So, and there is a connection here. I wish we had time to talk about, but I'm gonna be quiet.
Bless God.
But let us
You're
know.
my big sister in
Yes,
Christ,
I'm
and I
telling you.
appreciate you.
Love you too. But visit my website, give me your
Yes.
goal, and I'll have a special response for those of you who do that.
Yes.
And I'm gonna let you know, Lynn,
All right.
what that's about.
All right.
So
you heard that.
goal, and you have to meet that goal, because I'm gonna send you something that will let me know what you're doing for that week. There's a
All right.
particular chart that I'm gonna let you review and do. Okay.
All right.
Good,
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
What departing words do you have for all of us? I mean, you've given us a lot of great wisdom.
Yes.
What departing
Oh,
words
my
do you
goodness.
have?
Writers write.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it.
Writers
That is
write.
right. Yes.
All right.
That is, and understand,
Yes.
especially now,
Yes.
the enemy is on it.
Yes,
He is gonna browbeat you to
Mm.
keep you from